I'm Kevin Rader, this is Comcast Newsmakers, and welcome to the Purdue Memorial Union on the campus of Purdue University. My next guest is from the Community Foundation of Greater Lafayette. The mission there is to inspire philanthropic practices among much more in the community. And to tell me about it is Greg Kapp. Welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Comcast Newsmakers. Tell me about why this is important.
The Community Foundation is a resource for the entire community. We're a public charity as opposed to a private foundation, and so we're set up to receive gifts from community members, connect them with causes that they genuinely care about in the community, and often it's a planned giving kind of scenario, so families will want to leave a legacy, whether it be scholarships or support for the arts, and then they can make gifts and we can receive those gifts. They get maximum tax benefits. We invest them, generate investment income so the fund grows, and we can make grants with that, and then we help them connect with the agencies that provide the services in Greater Lafayette to do the things that they most care about so that their gift is used exactly the way that they intended it to be.
Is it hard to make people see what they can actually accomplish with that money?
It can't.
To envision the whole...
Yeah, the hard part is getting people to realize we're here and we're a resource. And so getting the word out is the hardest part. Once we have that initial conversation, you start to build a relationship because we are a nonprofit. Whether people make their gifts through us back out to the community or directly to an agency in the community, doesn't matter to us as long as we help connect people who care about Greater Lafayette with people who provide services.
Are these people basically who really don't need their name in the limelight, they just want to help? Because sometimes you hear giving, but the name's attached to it.
A lot of times people will start out wanting to be anonymous, and then we'll sort of talk them out of that, and we'll convince them that it's okay for your name to be out there because you inspire other people to come forward. Your friends, your coworkers, folks who know you and respect you, if they see you making a philanthropic move, you can inspire them to come and do the same thing.
How's the process of investing in charitable organizations changed?
It's changed in a couple of ways. First, donors are much more in tune with what goes on within the organization, and they want to know what the outcomes are. Did my grant make a difference? We have a scholarship reception that we put on every year, and donors are very excited to hand that award to the graduating senior. And now we see people coming back to us and saying, hey, how did they do? Did they graduate? Did they come back to the community and start a business? And so people want to see more lasting incomes from their investments.
Does that mean more work for you because you're following it through?
It does mean more work, but it's rewarding work because you go back to the family and they see how much good that they're doing, and often they'll add to their fund and they'll get involved in other ways.
What changes has the foundation seen?
Investment management has become a bit of a challenge with the volatility in the markets. We're in this for the long haul. You make a gift to the Community Foundation and set up an endowment, it's there theoretically forever. And so it's tougher on us if you watch the market fluctuations, and you just got to keep in mind that things are, we're doing this for the long term. And so our asset allocation strategy is sound. We review that every year. That's, I think, been one of the biggest changes. And one of the biggest challenges is to make sure that the investments and the spending policies are in sync so that we're generating enough income to cover our grant-making capability and funding our own operation.
We're less than a minute now, but I do want to ask you how 2012 is shaping up.
2012 looks pretty good for us. If you look, we were talking about the College of Philanthropy offline, but Giving USA puts out a study every year, and giving is usually around 2% of disposable income nationally, and it fluctuates a little bit with the economy. So our annual fund is usually pretty stable. Since we're more in the plan giving business, as people pass away and plan gifts mature, that's when we get the larger influx of gifts. What we're seeing for this year is we'll be at or above last year's level.
Greg Kapp from the Community Foundation of Greater Lafayette, thank you.
Thank you,
I'm Kevin Rader for Comcast Newsmakers.